following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Let's go to our man Dave in Clearwater. Hey, Dave, Happy New Year. What's happening, man?
Happy New Year to you, my brother. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great, man. How you been?
I am doing well, man. I'm doing well. Can I throw a quote out at you?
Sure.
In the market, somebody knows something. Someone always knows something. That statement was made by a great trader by the name of Tom O'Brien about 6-7 years ago.
Oh, yeah?
And it kind of hit me like a brick. You're right. Somebody always knows something.
Hey, Carlos, what's going on, brother?
I'm calling you back, Tom. This morning I had the pleasure to talk to you and your son, and I don't want to miss the opportunity to talk to you again.
Well, I think you made some money on this bond.
Oh, yes, Tom. Your newsletter helped me.
That's a beautiful thing. We appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. It's a holiday week, folks. Let's make it a great one. Serve the one you love. Once you decide to be a couple, you got to serve the one you love, to serve your love to your lover. And every kiss and every touch, you feel there to please the one you love without expecting anything back. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials up 159. Nasdaq is up 68. S&Ps are up 16.5. Gold contract up $5.40, trading at $12.80 an ounce. Silver up 10 cents, $16.95 an ounce. Platinum up 14 bucks, $9.36 an ounce. You have the copper market up three pennies at $3.12 a pound. Notes, 10-year note flat, 124.22. 30-year bond up 14, 154.03. King dollar down 127 ticks, trading at 93.870. The euro is at 117.5 to the U.S. dollar. The yen is at 112.5 to the U.S. dollar. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you got? You get another all-time high. Right now, the SPY is up $1.68. You're at 259.99. You're taking over the last high out here, which was the 259.35. You have 38 million shares. We'll probably do about 40, 50 million. Bottom line is that, yeah, you're going to have a higher price. You're going to have lower volume, but guess what? That's what's been going on. Dow Industrials right now up 158 bucks. You're coming into 26,000. How about 23,602? We've got to 23,617. Right now, you're at 23,588. So if we go back to the November 7th, just to see what we do have with volume there. November 7th was the last high. That was 904 million. Oh, this is going to be interesting then. Okay, we'll see whether it can hold it. So what you're going to have, even at the 904 million, that's not big volume inside the NYSE. But bottom line is that we're over that, and we'll see if, in fact, it's going to stay over that. Thus far, you've tested it, and you're under it. When we take a look at the volume characteristic, that looks, I'd say we do about 725, 750 today. And so if you don't hold that price, that would end up basically saying you got a failure inside the Dow. Net NDX 100, let's take a look at the Qs. What do you have with the Qs? The Qs right now, you've done 14.7 million. You're going into 17. That'll do 17. $154.54. You're over that, baby. The IWM, small caps, we're dealing with 150.63. You're at 150.82 right now, so you're over it. And that's going to get at least 22 million. 22 million is the last time that we're up there, that it did have that type of volume. Gold contract. What do we have with the gold contract? Gold contract right now, excuse me, folks, trading up $5.10. You had 313,000 contracts, and gold's going to need to build a lot more cars. What you do have in the gold market is this. Gold goes topside on the 17th. monster volume. Pulls back yesterday, has volume on the pullback, yet that volume on the pullback did contract into what it's going into. It was going into 434,000 contracts. We did 425. That's where it's always dicey. That we didn't take out a lower swing is bullish. We'll see how this shakes out. Volume today is pretty good. 313 is not bad. And you're in the same range, meaning you're in the higher range. We go look at the GLD. What we have with the GLD, GLD also, bottom line, you went top side last Friday, had the juice behind the move, $123.17, 10 million shares traded. Yesterday you come down with, let's see, 10 million shares traded that day, 8.3 yesterday. And today you get 3.7. The silver contract, we take a look at silver, same type of setup inside the silver market. Silver right now is trading up 0.6%, or 10 cents. Silver out here, 26,000 contracts. Now, silver has quite a way to go down to break its lowest swing. It's $16.70. But the way that silver does trade, meaning highly volatile, that could it doesn't look to me like it's going to get there, but bottom line, that is not a long way down in contrast to gold. We go take a look at the 10-year note. 10-year note right now is trading at 124.22, and as one of our tigers are saying in the den, you got the yield curve flattening out once again. If we take a look at this, what you're going to see, it's pretty intense how it's happening. So the 10-year right now is trading 2.359, and the 30-year is 2.761. That's like almost hard to believe. And the bottom line is that what you'll end up seeing, this is going to be pretty wild. You know, it's not that people, well, listen, that's what the market is. The market is what the market is. But it will blow my mind if, in fact, that 30-year keeps crunching down, that you can get 30-year money at only basically a few ticks over 10-year money. That's what that means, by the way, folks. Okay, that's the most intriguing part about how this thing is flattening out. In the 90s, I remember, I think it was the 90s. Yeah, Greenspan went crazy for 1 year. Maybe it was 2004 or something. Greenspan was still around. That's when the whole Fed itself for a year, they couldn't figure out what was happening of how the yield curve was flattening down so dramatically. And, you know, then it went back to a normal occurrence. Normally what would end up happening is this, is that when short-term rates, when the Fed is going up on short-term rates, that yield curve, okay, would expand, and that's when banks make so much money. Because what ends up happening is that, you know, you're going to pay a lot more money for 30 years than you're going to pay for 10. And when a yield curve is flattening, it's just the opposite. What's going on is that you're getting an extra 20 years for a very short amount of money. And it's like, okay, who knows what the interest rate's going to be out in 20 years. You know, so right now, 10 years, 2.35. And this is the crazy thing, 30-year, 2.76. Think about that for a second. Stay right there, folks. Come right back. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Dow Industrial's up 153. Nasdaq's up 15.5. S&Ps are up 16. Right back.
Hi folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get them, folks.
In quiet markets, investors search for new trading opportunities. We'd like to introduce you to a new product that provides opportunities even in flat markets. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a new and innovative Chicago-based exchange registered with the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their trading platform. Nadex never charges a fee to use their platform, which even includes real-time charts and full customization capability. Nadex's unique short-term binary options allow traders and investors to capitalize on strategies even when the underlying markets are quiet. Nadex's innovation has allowed them to come up with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com, or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. Until recently, it was almost impossible for the average investor to hedge against currency risk in Europe or Japan. For a bold trade on Europe or Japan that protects against moves in currency, trade HEGE or HEGJ, 2 times currency hedged leveraged ETFs from Direction Investments. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. So some of the higher volume stocks out here today. Inside the marketplace, we have GE, that's under $18 again, down to 14 cents. You got Micron Technologies up $1.70. Marvell is up, Technologies up $1.65. You have Apple up $2.80. Signet Jewelers is getting smoked. That's down $22. That is K Jewelers. That's Jared's. That's every almost jewelry store you see inside the malls. They're just getting taken apart. If we go take a look at that just for a sec, that's pretty intense. You wake up in the morning and your stock goes from a price point of 75 to 52. But if you want to see a gap get filled like in a heartbeat, it's pretty sick. $52.90 was the 95 cents is the high of the gap, and it went for it just overnight. We take a look at this on a longer basis. It looks like it's a monster ABC down. This will be one monster ABC down too if that's the case, because this. Excuse me, folks. This equity was a one-way trade from October of 2015. $152. It has a high volume low at $46. Now you're charging into that high volume low. So, $1.52. Man, oh man, this is crazy. So you're talking almost over $100. That'll be like an out-of-business deal, if in fact that's what it comes from. Let's go to Tom from Pittsburgh. Hey, Tom, what's going on?
Hey, Tom, pretty good. Hey, yesterday you were talking about the marijuana stocks.
Yes.
And, I've been in a couple of those stocks already. But I've got a couple of other stocks on blockchain. You've been talking about the cryptocurrency.
Yes.
And blockchain is, as you know, is one of the keys, I guess, for that they use in these cryptocurrencies to figure out quickly all the transactions and rebuild all the transactions. So there's one. I have 3 stocks here. One stock I've traded in and out.
Okay.
The first one is PRELF.
Okay, let's PRELF. Okay, so let's take a look. So, what is this? Hive Blockchain Technologies. Okay, they operate cryptocurrency mining firm. The company validates transactions on blockchain networks, as well as provide crypto mining and builds bridges between crypto and traditional capital markets. Okay, so the low for the year is 64 cents. The high is 5.25. They don't have any income. It's interesting. When I do the description of it, it says they're in the gold mining business. That's weird.
Yeah.
Were they in the gold mining business? No?
I don't think so. They're software. They're in the crypto mining business.
Yeah, no, I understand that. Let me just see
Yeah.
something for a second. But what does, just so you know, what does happen up there? Okay, so no, this is a new. They just pushed this out as a new IPO.
Yeah.
Not underwritten. They pushed it out. Well, look at this. So this is a classic too. They pushed this out at 4 cents a share. It wasn't underwritten, and that means that. So what this means is that they did buy a shell company that was on the shelf, and more than likely that's where that gold thing comes from. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's interesting, though. Frank Holmes owns 7.4% of it. Geneson's Mining. Yeah, there's Geneson's Mining right there. So, okay, I get this. Okay. Okay, so now the question is, as a trade, there's technically I can't see much here, Tom, because what happens is that this is brand new, They don't make any money. They do have, that high spike of 525. I like that. There's no doubt about that. The real question is how are they going to make money? Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, I know I've been in and out of it. I've made some money on it.
Sure.
Trade, but I wanted to get your opinion. There's a couple of other ones.
Yeah, no, I want to look at them here. Let's do that. I want to go back to this just for a second. 1 second. Let me just see this. So what you want to do, folks, is you want to pull up Geneson Mining too, because what happens is this: when these things are just basically pumpers, you can get a lot of information off where they're coming from. Do you know what I'm saying? Like Geneson Mining is the sponsor of this. They're the top holder. Let me just see something else. So Geneson. Yeah, 30.7%. Okay, so what's the next one you'd like?
The other one, I just found this one out. It's called, the symbol is Riot,
Okay.
RIOT.
Let's take a look. You got Riot, and this is Riot Blockchain. They operate digital currency company. The company focuses on buying cryptocurrency blockchain business as well as supporting blockchain technology companies. Castle Rock, United States. The lows $2.30. The highs $12.89. Okay, so this.
I wish I would have found this out a couple of days ago.
Yes, this company takes in $24,000 a quarter, and has a market cap of 400. No, oh my God, of 99 million. Think about that for a second. Oh my God, that's sick. And I guess what you're going to hear off me now, Tom, right, is that if we're not like in a bubble and just about everything, it's like pretty insane because this equity just went from $3.57 and it traded to $12.89, and it has volume. Let me see, it did an ABC up, so 360. Okay, so it's a $6 ABC. Yeah, it did the ABC up. Hey, it doesn't mean you can't trade them,
Yeah.
But there's no income, and like, how are you worth $100 million when you only take in $23,000 a quarter?
Yeah, gotcha.
What is going to happen? What's intriguing about, and I'm so glad you called because we're going to start following a lot of these, is that I remember we got calls like about a year and a half ago about the pot stocks, right? And they were kind of like these stocks then, right? No income. You wasn't sure, what was behind them, right? The difference is dramatic when we were talking about these pot stocks yesterday, because what has happened, folks, is that the only stock that is legal in the U.S. is GW, but the U.S. is nothing compared to what the whole rest of the world is. Canada, there's plenty of legal stocks up there that are making $100 million, or their revenue is $100 million. That's a big number. So that's good. That growth is really there. Now we'll see. My understanding of the blockchain technology is that the real money is going to be made not just from Bitcoin, but the real money is going to be made because it is a good accounting system. That's that's the bottom line. So the accounting aspect of it is pretty wild. I read a story last night. You want to hear? For all you gold bugs out here, this is really this is a wild story, man. So there's a few folks out there that have absolutely been gold bugs for a long period of time. Now they're into the Bitcoin, and they're convinced that even if there's Armageddon, when Armageddon is over, whether it's 2 or 3 years after that, that the internet will be one of the first things that come back up, and they will still have their Bitcoins. So, pretty wild. Cooking, brother.
All right, thanks, Tom.
Have a great one, man. Have a safe one. Stay right there, folks. Come right back.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you, like it does me, call 1-855-750-4051 to find out what they can do for you. That's 1-855-750-4051. Call them today. Everbank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. And if we do look at Bitcoin, right now hit a high last night, today at 83.73. We're trading 81.01 right now, and this gets real intriguing because Overstock.com, folks, is trading at all-time highs, too. And you had the CEO of Overstock.com on Fox News, Business News with Maria Bartiromo yesterday morning. I'm just reading this article right here. So you get Overstock.com. CEO Patrick Byrne explained yesterday why he's optimistic about Bitcoin during an appearance on Fox Business News with Marie Bartiromo. With hosts keen to point out that Bitcoin's momentum rise as a potential bubble. Byrne instead identified the U.S. dollar as an equally dubious store of value. This is, quote, "You think that the bubble? What do you think? What do you think that fiat currency you carry around in your purses, the dollar stuff, it's just some fiat currency based on the surplus taxing authority of the U.S. Treasury, of which I assert there is zero. It's about time that the world switches to real money, either gold or Bitcoin." Byrne points that certain Burns' points are certainly valid. The 2008 credit crunch and the ensuing financial panic, which, excuse me, folks, spread around the world, could rightly have been seen as the death knell for capitalism. Its failure creating the very sentiment of which Bitcoin was originally born as a new experimental solution to how money should function. I wouldn't agree with that, but retail's accepting Bitcoin. So what if we take a look, and we do look at Overstock.com, bottom line is that he's at all-time highs. It's trading at $60.45 right now. It's up $3.80. And I remember someone calling, I don't have it here, but I remember someone calling saying that I'm not sure whether they accept, and they have accepted Bitcoin for a long period of time. And I'm not sure whether he actually bought more Bitcoin, and that's where the value, our perceived value, is in the equity. Because when we take a look at this, what you're going to see is that this thing took off 3 months ago, well, 4 months ago. It was at $14.30 in August. And if we go back to Bitcoin and take a look at Bitcoin for a second, let's bring that back to August. Oh my God, for Bitcoin, that's still long ago. Yeah, there you go, man. That's pretty intense. Okay, so August, this is like crazy. August, Bitcoin was 26.43, and right now you're at 81.16. Monster number, no doubt, monster number. We take a look at some of the Dow stocks out here. Right now you have the Boeing is up $1.79. You get Exxon up 28 cents. GE is down 14. Let's go take a look at GE. GE, they're going to be, excuse me, getting rid of half their board. And, you know, they're going to take them a bit. They'll end up getting their little company in place. You know, GE's already, it's blown by the high volume low of August, which is $19.37. You get monster volume again on the monthly. Last month we had 1.8 billion. This month you're already at 1.5, and you're coming into 5.9. So the cool thing here is this: if you're waiting on GE, just wait to that $11.35 is getting closer every day. The $11.35 is the high of the low, and there's not much that. Well, let's see, $13.75 can save it. We'll see if that's the case. But the way this is coming down, I expect that what you're going to see is that we're going to get to it. Now, the cool thing is, if you're thinking of buying it, is that the volume is blowing out starting at $24. So you can imagine, if you're going from $24, right, coming all the way down, if you make it the high of the low, excuse me, you know, that would be a sweet deal. If it makes it to the low, if there's too much volume coming into that high, guess what? You're going to wait to 572. And in that particular case, then you gotta watch out, because you still want a rejection of that lower price at 572. Let's go take a look at what is this? DSW. I don't even know what this is. Oh, footwear. Yeah. That's right. They come out with footwear this morning. DSW, specialty brand footwear. This is down $3 right now, or 15%. That took a nice hit. So this is an equity that had broken topside. This probably come out with earnings. Yeah, this is way down from its highs, though. $45 on down. Yeah, here's numbers. Yeah, the numbers. They had the estimate was 45 cents. The estimate was 53. They made 45. Same store sales are down -0.4%. They no doubt have trouble in paradise. Let's go over to Apple. We take a look at Apple. Apple right now up 280. Excuse me, folks. Up 287. You're trading 172. The last high there is 176. We go to Google. Google's going after its highs. So that high volume doji of 1,048 will get tested. We are at 1,032 right now. And Facebook, that's going after its high too. We're up 262. That is a high volume high of 182.90. You know, so the way this market seems to be lining up right now is that tomorrow you get, you know, full day, Friday half a day. It looks to me like Friday could be a heck of a day out here. The GDX, let's go take a look at the GDX out here. GDX is trading up 12 cents. You're at 15 million shares, $22.66. Now that also didn't make it down to its lowest swing when they smoked gold yesterday. That lowest swing being $22.22. We got down to a price point of $22.46. Comes off that area. And if they can't get these to break their swing lows, particularly not so much about how they brought the physical market down yesterday, it has really more to do with last week, how those monster trades came in. And the first two trades were down trades in a big way, meaning huge amount of contracts, $5 billion trades. Well, the first one was $5 billion. The second was $2 billion. Market wouldn't crack. Then you had the $3 billion trade on Friday on the way up, and they haven't been able to basically get rid of that on the way down as of now. The XLF, let's go take a look at the XLF. XLF out here, 30 million shares. You're coming into, looks like an ABC down. You're coming into 70 million. You've done 30 million. You just crossed the swing point of 53 million. $26.36 is your benchmark out here today. We're at 26.34. We went to 26.39. We get over and we take a look at the, let's go to the VIX next. So the VIX, we were looking at the VIX this morning. Now the VIX, this got to a low of 969 today. The low is, I think, 899. No, 88. We hit 884 in July. 884. So it can get lower. That's the bottom line. Just depends on what the euphoric is out here. Dow Industrials right now up 148. NASDAQ is up 64. S&P's up 14.5. Going to be coming right back, folks.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den, but wondered, what exactly is it? The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of your favorite TFNN shows, plus see all the charts as they happen, live during those shows, and have access to all those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den, absolutely free, for 30 days. It will greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video, giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Think or Swim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Daryl Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today. The Path of Least Resistance is David White's daily trading newsletter, and if you're looking for active trading ideas, then now's a perfect time for a 30-day free trial to this powerful daily trading advisory service. David uses his years of trading experience to offer his subscribers his trading ideas each morning in his Path of Least Resistance newsletter. Using a combination of equity trades along with options, David keeps his subscribers up to date with all pertinent market information with intraday afternoon updates when warranted. Don't miss out on this great chance to get a 30-day free trial to David's daily newsletter, The Path of Least Resistance, with no obligation to pay anything. David has been delivering solid recommendations for his subscribers recently, and if you'd like to see the type of newsletter he delivers every morning, then visit the front page of TFNN, and you'll find The Path of Least Resistance under Trading Newsletters. For all the details and to start your 30-day free trial today, log on to TFNN.com now.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. Tesla, you're going to love this one. This is pretty wild. So the headlines is Tesla is blowing through $8,000 a minute amid Model 3 woes. Elon Musk said last week that Tesla is now designing a new sports car that could go 0 to 60 in 1.9 seconds. Not bad, but here's a speed number that investors might want to focus on instead. Over the past 12 months, the electric car maker has been burning money at a clip of $8,000 a minute, or $480,000 an hour. My God. Bloomberg data shows at this pace, the company is on track to exhaust its current cash flow on Monday, August 6th at 2:17 a.m. New York time, if you really want to be precise. That is wild, man. That is really wild. Holy cow. So August is right around the corner, folks. You know, the bottom line is that I expect, let's look at Tesla for a second. I was asked this question when I was on the TD network about 3 weeks ago. And what the question was that is Elon Musk going to stay at Tesla and, or move on to SpaceX? And the bottom line is that the way I answered, I says, I think he has to stay there until they get the line up, because he's the guy that can raise the money. That's bottom line. He's got the Teflon deal, and he raises that money. And when you take a look at the two announcements that he just had, that's all about raising money also. You know, the sports car and the truck. That the bottom line, Walmart has ordered lots of trucks. So, I'm not quite sure if they're paying the same deposit as everyone else, but he's using every which way in order to basically keep this thing, going in a big way. I mean, I wouldn't say he's not close to, going down the tubes, but he has a cash burn that's extraordinary. Now, let's go back to cryptocurrencies for a second, because what we do have here inside the cryptocurrency is that there was a theft last night. Well, it wasn't last night. It was just disclosed, I guess, this morning, though. The latest victim of a high-profile theft in the world of cryptocurrencies isn't a stranger to controversy. Tether Limited disclosed Tuesday on its website that a malicious hacker swiped 31 million in tokens from its so-called Tether Treasury wallet on November 19th and sent them to an undisclosed Bitcoin address. The firm, which issues what it calls U.S. dollar-backed tokens with the purpose of easing trading on cryptocurrency, says it's trying to prevent the stolen coins from being used. Skepticism had already been building around Tether after the Hong Kong incorporated company said in April that the U.S. dollar wire exchange of funds had been blocked. That fueled concern about whether the tokens were actually fully backed by the fiat currency, meaning the U.S. dollar. Critics have also raised questions about Tether's relationship with Bitfinex, an online exchange that has also been hacked. Yeah, man, you talk about a brave new world. So Picture, a lot of this can be, you bring up the exchange, right? You get the money in, and then the people that are bringing up the exchange hack the exchange themselves, take the bread, see you later. Oh, we got hacked. It's terrible. Tether had sought to position itself at the center of the crypto ecosystem by helping online exchanges facilitate trades using currency like the dollar, euro, and yen. Anti-money laundering and know your customer rules have prevented many Bitcoin exchanges from opening bank accounts needed to hold fiat currencies. With the market capitalization of $675 million, Tether was the world's 20th most valuable virtual currency, according to data from CoinMarketCap.com. The utility of a token may be the largest question surrounding Tether. On the legal section of its website, Tether says it's not obligated to let customers exchange their tokens for dollars. Amazing. Tethers are not money and are not monetary instruments, the company says. There's no contractual right or other right or legal claim against us to redeem or exchange your tethers for money. We do not guarantee any right of redemption or exchange of tethers by us for money. This is crazy. Tether and Bitfinex, which have worked together since 2014, sued Wells Fargo and Company in April after the bank cut off access to U.S. dollar wire transfer, which the company say they relied on to send money back to customers. The companies voluntarily dismissed the action against Wells Fargo less than a week after it was filed. Tether roots go back to Santa Monica, California-based digital currency startup called RealCoin, which rebranded itself in November 2014. Among the founders was Brock Pierce, a former child actor who starred in The Mighty Ducks, who also started Blockchain Capital, a San Francisco-based venture capital firm. I guess, you know, there's so many things that are going on simultaneously in that blockchain market, folks. I guess the real question is going to be who you're doing business with, and will you be able to get your money back all of a sudden just one day? Can you imagine, like Bitcoin right now is trading at that 8,000 level. You get a few Bitcoins on you, you know, and whether you paid, you know, $6,000 or $10,000, you know, 200, all of a sudden today you get 8,000. You wake up in the morning, guess what? You get 5 coins, it's all gone. 40 grand down the tubes. So we'll see, you know, how this is going to shake out in the future. It's absolutely phenomenal, actually, when you actually think about it. King dollar. You might as well go back to King dollar because, you know, there's no doubt that what you do have with King dollar, there's only the faith of the U.S. government behind it. But guess what? There's really, you have that, you have the amount of banks, you know, you're not going to put your money in the bank and then all of a sudden, you know, you wake up in the morning and it's gone. At least you're not going to do that to the aspect, I don't know if the FDIC now is 250 grand or 300 grand or whatever it is. They can go BK, there's no doubt about that. And in that particular case, what does happen is that there's only so much that is protected. And that's what that was the case of when I was talking about what Overstock.com CEO was talking about. That's what he was. And many of the Bitcoin people are going back to the crunch of 2007 because at that particular case, there's no doubt that could have been a meltdown. King dollar, bottom line, King dollar failed out here at 94.05, 94.085 today. So next stop, going to go after the lows of the 15th, which is 93.305, and we'll see whether we get volume there. If you get some volume there, bottom line, you can go down into that low. One of the tigers just gave me the heads up on Square too. Anything and it seems like anything and everything that's involved in Bitcoin is going higher. Square is up $2.70 right now, and with what's going on there, and this is where this does come down to. I trust Square a lot more than these other companies. That Square has allowed some of its customers to buy Bitcoin inside their wallet. And this has been a one-way trip also since August. Square was trading at $24.70 in August. It's $48.04 today. And just in the last, oh my God, it was $34 November 9th. So you're talking, what, let's see, 3, 6, 9 trading days ago, it was $34. Yeah. Dow Industrials right now up 152. Nasdaq's up 67. S&Ps are up 15. Coming right back, folks.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters. Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Right now, you have the Dow Industrials trading up 0.6%, the S&Ps 0.6%, and the Nasdaq almost 1%. We go take a look at the strength inside the Dow Industrials today, putting the points into this market as we go topside. Whoa, close that. Strength out here, Apple. Apple putting 20 positive points, 3M putting 18, United Health putting 15, Boeing putting 15, Home Depot putting 13. Inside the Dow, and inside the NDX 100, your strength out here was Viacom, that's up 4.82%. Micron's up 3.5, Tesla's up 2.8. Taken away from it, Intuit Software. Right now it's just on Intuit. That's down 4% or $6.41. You get Analog Devices down 3.3 or $3. O'Reilly Automotive is down 2%. And you have Tractor Supply off 1%. If we go over to O'Reilly for a second, let's go take a look at this. Because those car part stocks had come out with numbers. They went higher, and now they're going to give it up. Oh, interesting. He's giving it up right into the gap, too. Yep. So the top of the gap as you're coming up is 217.38. You got to 223. Yeah, it's a failure, but watch this. This is really cool, man. So, but then you closed at 215.89 the day they come out with numbers. This thing's going south again. This is intense. Because these automotive parts stores, folks, right, they've been down hard. What they also have, though, is that they have high-volume lows in July, and they're big high-volume lows. Like, and O'Reilly, this high-volume lows at 170 to 169, and they're 215. So that is one monster number. We go take a look at, let's go, I'll get Advanced Auto Parts quick. AAP, so AAP, yeah, that's down there too. That's a failure too. Yep. 88.96. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming back with some numbers after the close.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated folic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Let's go to Marty in Worcester. Hey, Marty, what's going on?
Hi, Mr. O'Brien. How are you?
I'm doing great. How you been, man?
Not bad. You know, you guys, over the time and with a few of your courses and seminars, you taught me how to fish.
That's a beautiful thing, brother.
Yeah, it's true. And so what happens is I still listen all the time, and to not only you, but some of the others.
Sure.
To, get an idea where the fish might be biting. As far as your services, they're a bargain. When you compare them to a certain prominent man with real estate courses at $35,000 and no contact with the lecturers afterwards at all, and you think of what you guys do for a few hundred, and you can get access and ask questions forever, it's a great deal.
No, we appreciate you growling proud with us out here.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. It's holiday week. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Make it safe when you're driving. Don't take anything personally. Transform your life. When you refuse to take things personally, you avoid many upsets in your life. Your feeling of anger, jealousy, and even sadness will simply disappear if you don't take it personally. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We had the Dow Industrials up 160, NASDAQ up 71, S&P's up 15. That's 0.7% on the Dow, 0.6 on the S&P, 1 full percent on the NASDAQ. Gold contract traded up 450 at 1279.80. Silver up 9 cents, $16.94 an ounce. Now, both gold and silver, they whacked them yesterday. Didn't get them below a swing point, which is positive. Building some cars out here today. We have a short trading week. Tomorrow, I suspect things are going to get slow afternoon. Thursday, we're closed. Friday is trading until 1 o'clock. Bottom line, we'll see if we can make it through the week. meaning without going after that lower swing point. Copper's up 3.5 pennies at $3.12 a pound. You got the note and bond market, 10-year note up 1 tick, 124.23. 30-year bond up 16, 154.05. Now, 30-year bottom line is going to go after its swing high, going all the way back to September. So this is looking like it's going to be a big move out here. Real question is going to be, does the 10 follow it? What we had thus far in about the last 5 to 7 days is that you have a flattening of the curve, meaning that the 10-year doesn't go up, the 30-year does, or if the 10-year goes down, that's going down, the 30-year is going down less. And what that does is that makes the interest rate structure much closer when you're borrowing 30-year money versus 10-year money. The way this is set up right now, though, it looks like the 30-year wants to go to 158.09. And if you do the correlation inside the 10 and 30, it's pretty intense. The 10-year, 2.358. So if you just pay attention to the last numbers, 2%, then a third, right, 358. And then if you go to the 30, what you're going to see, 2%, 759. So bottom line, it's not even 0.5% more to borrow money for 30 years versus 10 years. King dollar. What do we have with King dollar? King dollar couldn't handle higher price. That King dollar's down 102 ticks. You're trading at 93.895. The euro is at 117.5 to the U.S. dollar. Yen is out here at 112.5 to the U.S. dollar. We get over and take a look at the S&Ps. What you have a new all-time high inside the S&Ps. Volume-wise, it's not bad out here either. Bottom line is that inside the NYSE, you did volume of 824 million. We closed over the highs in the SPY. We're at excuse me, folks. The S&P cashed at 25.98. Last high was 25.97. We go to the Dow Industrials. We look at the Dow. Dow Industrials closed up $1.60. You're at 23,590. That would be, I believe, a closing high. That is a closing high. The intraday high is 23,602. The composite also all-time high. Composite out here. Composite traded out up 71 bucks. And this blasted away from the top of the trend. 67.95 it took out. NDX 100 also did it. That took out the 63.46. We're at 63.78. Let's go over to the Russell. We take a look at the Russell. Russell 2000. This closed out, let's see, 15, 17. That took it out also. So all those babies took it out and took it out in spades. Now, the thing that's going to, well, actually, let's go to the IWM and see if this is an ABC structure on the way up, because we're looking, yeah, it is. This is going to be pretty intense. Okay, so we get so your A point on this Russell is 134. Your B is 150. It's talking 16 bucks, which would get you into the 54, 160 level. Right now you're at 151. We did volume today of 25 million, and it only really needed 22 million. We take a look at the weekly. This is going to be set up 122 million. This is what's going to get interesting. So it's going to get interesting in the aspect of how the daily took it out versus the weekly. You know, but we can calculate the rest of the week after we get through tomorrow. HBQ. Let's go take a look at Hewitt Packard out here. Hewitt Packard HP closed at $22.46. That is trading at $21.50. Let's see what it even looks like. Okay, so that was up at highs. Numbers go like this. The estimate was 44 cents. They made 44. Revenue estimate, $13.4 billion. They made $13.9 billion. This is pretty wild. So all numbers on the surface look great. They boosted their year-end income, but bottom line is that the market itself is trading them down about $1. Yes, trading them down $1, 21.32, and You know, it's wild here too that this is almost an AB. This looks like an ABC up too, even though it's trading down right now. Yeah. So we got, where is there going to be the? It's a close call. 18. It's only a small one anyway, but that's the bottom line. You only get a small one there. Let's see the other side. This is when they split these both companies up. So HPE, which is Hewlett Packard Enterprise, that closed at $14.12. That's trading at $13.04. Excuse me, folks. Okay, so fourth quarter net revenue estimate was 7.7 billion. It did 7.6. And it looks like there's going to be a new CEO. So Antonio Nore is going to be the president and chief executive officer, join the board of directors January of 2018 to succeed Meg Whitman as CEO. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. We had the Dow finish up 160. NASDAQ is up 71. S&P is up 14.5.
Hi folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get them, folks.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. Are China A-shares hot or not? If you trade China A-shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A-share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A-shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. Dow finished up 160, the NASDAQ up 71, S&P's up 14.5. And let's go over to our man, Mr. Andy Hecht, as we do every Tuesday and Thursday. Andy's got a great show right here on TFNN, folks. 5 to 6 Eastern Standard Time. You can pick this up right on your cell phone. You go to TFNN.com, hit Tiger TV. Our man, Mr. Andy Hecht, also has 2 great newsletters. He has the Daily Essentials, which is a daily newsletter, and there's the Technomento Commodity Report. You can come over to our website at TFNN, test drive either one of them, both of them. If you do that, you're also going to get his 12 essential commodity lessons. Great lineup. Each and every month, you're going to get a new lesson. This has been going on for a few months right now, so if you sign up right now, you're going to get the past ones right on your website, ASAP, and then, of course, you're going to get a couple great newsletters, as well as some great education for the next 8 months. Andy Heck, what's going on?
Hey, happy Thanksgiving to you.
Yeah, you too, man. Gobble, gobble, gobble. I wonder if the turkeys are all painted green, too.
It's hard to imagine that it's already Thanksgiving.
Oh, it's intense, man.
Time goes so fast, huh?
Yes, it does.
It's amazing.
And
it's amazing.
You know, we've talked about this before, but it keeps speeding up the older you get, because percentage-wise, what it is, folks, is that 1 year when you're 50 and 60 is nothing. 1 year when you're 10 years old is 10% of your life. So
that's right. That's right. That's the way life goes. But stocks. Stock earnings are the mother's milk of stock prices.
And they're making money. Yeah.
And they're making money. But the optimism is also an important factor. And, the stock market's telling us that the market is optimistic here. It's optimistic for the future based on growth and all these things. And we basically had a Fed who changed their verbiage in their last report that told us that, economic growth was no longer continuing higher at a moderate pace. It's now solid. And I guess that was very important for the stock market.
It doesn't seem what you can say a positive, you can say a negative. Stocks just keep going higher. The amount of money. The thing that's intriguing is that there's no doubt, folks, that the amount of earnings that the way that the fundamentalists would do it was that they take the S&P, they say, okay, what did they make? And you divide it, so the S&P right now, they're thinking $15.40. Well, there's numbers out there now that are saying, okay, well, they're going to make $18 next year. And that's where Goldman's coming up. I saw this morning. Goldman's coming up with a number, let's see what they're coming up with. It's a big number, that they think that it's going to go up that much next year. So
the one thing we can agree on is that stocks are going up because there's more buyers than sellers.
Yeah,
that's the bottom line. Right?
There's no doubt, man.
That's the bottom line. And when it comes to commodities, well, they're kind of hanging in there coming up to the end of the year. The dollar is near the bottom end of the range.
Yeah.
Gold, silver are drifting around. Nothing special there. The stock market's telling us that there's optimism, and it's got blinders on to any fear and uncertainty. So it's one day we got a big up like we had last Friday, and then we give it all back the next session on Monday, and we're back to where we started from. But oil is near the highs. Copper is strong. A lot of the industrial commodities are doing well. We've seen in the agricultural markets, they remain weak. But if we call them weak, but they're not really weak on a long-term basis, because the effects of population and wealth growth have caused them to make higher lows over the past decades. And, they are not coming down and challenging long-term lows. Instead, when they go to bottoms, they make higher bottoms. And that goes for corn and soybeans and wheat and commodities like sugar and coffee and cocoa. And, we're seeing that in a lot of different commodities. And I think that that's an important trend to pay attention to.
Did you, by any chance, see that article in the Journal today about Venezuela and meat?
I did not.
So this is, Andy has taught us this, folks, okay, I was thinking about you this morning. You're going to love this out. You're going to see, this is a sad article for Venezuela, folks, okay, but I remember Andy explaining this one of the first times that he was ever on. Well, what it's about is that, so Venezuela, of course, you get the dictator, man, just wiping people out left and right. And what the article is about, is that they had plenty of people on the street, thinking, that they might be able to break out of this deal, right? And now there's no one on the street anymore, okay? And what it is that the control now, which is the smartest thing in the world, and is disgusting, the control is by a food card, Andy. And the food card has to do with, and all they're getting is wheat, okay? It's not like they get a lot of food, but basically he's starving his citizens. You see what I'm saying? So what the article is about is that the control, instead of controlling people by putting them in prisons, he's got them all under control now in the aspect of food card. And what ends up happening is this. You don't get a food card, folks, if you're acting up at all, okay? And you want to read it, because I remember years ago when you first come on.
Listen, yeah, there's historical ramifications and references for this,
right,
okay?
Right.
So we go back to the French Revolution, when there was bread shortages, basically cost the leaders their heads. The Arab Spring started as bread riots in Tunisia and in Cairo and changed a lot of governments. Just ask Hosni Mubarak, or the leader of Tunisia, what bread shortages or much higher prices can do. And I have a feeling that Maduro is going to suffer the same consequence, because people band together. People band together when there's not the basic necessities, and that's bread and water.
Right. Well, I guess they're in a lull now, because I can picture this too. You get the initial shock. So first you're out in the streets, then you get the initial shock. They take a lot of the leaders down. Then all of a sudden, whether it's going to be 2 months, 3 months, then everyone gets fed up again. Say, listen, my kids are going to die. I'm going to die anyway. I might as well go die fighting instead of just dying here,
Right.
Yeah, right.
Right. The one thing about Venezuela, though, it does have a climate that does foster agriculture. To some extent. So people can grow their own crops.
Oh, yeah, but they take those too. That's in the article too. Yeah,
right.
Yeah. You can grow them, but guess what? Then you little whoever they are, come along and grab them all. Right.
It ain't Russia or France in the winter. You know what I mean?
Right. No, I'm with you.
It's still or the desert, the Arabian desert. So there are other things that are going on there. But yes, the bottom line is, hey, we take that back to the macro scale. We're seeing higher bottoms across all of these agricultural commodities, and Tom, that's inflationary. I mean, in the long run. That is inflationary. And the next time we get a weather event or a bad crop yield, look, we've had 5 years. The drought of 2012 is faded quickly in the rear view mirror of the market. And consumers are not hedging. They're not hedging their future consumption. I was working on a piece about coffee a little while ago, and what I noticed was, Starbucks price, Dunkin' Donuts price, they made highs in June when coffee prices were on the lows, and they've come off since. Very interesting.
Stay right there, folks. Andy and I are coming right back. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Don't forget, folks, Andy's going to be coming up in 35 minutes. Go to TFNN.com, hit Tiger TV.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you, like it does me, call 1-855-750-4051 to find out what they can do for you. That's 1-855-750-4051. Call them today. Everbank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
TFNN has put together the finest programming lineup each trading day, featuring some of the most knowledgeable and respected financial minds in the nation to educate traders and investors. On Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we broadcast 8 hours a day, starting at 9 a.m. as Larry Pesavento kicks us off with Trade What You See. Tuesdays and Thursdays, we broadcast 11 hours. Get an early and healthy start to your day as Nico and Paige bring you Living a Primal Lifestyle. Then catch Andy Hecht at 5 p.m. with the Commodities Hour, following the Tom O'Brien Show. Swim lessons from TD Ameritrade Think or Swim is now at 11 a.m., followed by Basil Chapman at 12 noon. See the TFNN program lineup via the link on the front page of TFNN.com to get a complete overview of our TFNN shows and hosts. And keep TFNN's Tiger TV tuned in on your mobile device, PC, or Mac for the latest financial news and information throughout the broadcasting day. TFNN.com. Educating investors. This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow finished up 160, had the Nasdaq up 71, S&P's up 14. We're talking with our man, Mr. Andy Hecht. We are talking markets, we're talking commodities. And don't forget, folks, every Tuesday, Thursday, right here at TFNN, right on your cell phone, go to TFNN.com, hit Tiger TV. In fact, you get all the programming there. We start every day, 9 o'clock in the morning to 5 in the afternoon, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 9 to 6 on Tuesday and Thursday. Actually, 7 o'clock in the morning. We have a health show. It's 7 to 8. So
I got a question for you.
Yes.
All right, so we talked a little bit about optimism, and the optimism is causing everyone to go to the paint store and buy the Sherwin-Williams green paint, as you say.
Right.
Dump it on the market on a daily basis, and today we got the S&P 500 above 2,600, right?
Right.
I want to know, what's your take on what's going on in D.C. with this tax policy? Because I think that this is got a lot to do with will have a lot to do what the eventual deal is with the stock market, because repatriation and all this kind of stuff, and however this whole thing shakes out, it could affect many sectors, real estate, everything, every asset class. So what's your take on it?
I expect that the corporate part of it's going to get done. The middle class is getting bamboozled to the hilt beyond belief. It's gonna be me. I'm gonna save a fortune, and it's like crazy. It's like, oh really? It's gonna be the aspect. They got this thing down so pat. So picture the way that it's all said and done. I suspect that what's going to happen is that the corporate part's going to get done. We'll see if the corporate part gets done on 2018. Well, all these companies are going to make more money. No doubt about it. If it's 2019, that's going to throw a chisel in this, in very quickly. The Senate bill has 2019 right now. The House bill is 2018. Right. And it's a corporate bill, man. I mean, that's the bottom line. This is all about money, and it's all about pass-throughs.
Well, I mean, it's also the theory behind it is that if corporations make more money, they will employ more people.
Yeah, but we know that that's not even the case. I mean, the last time they repatriated money, it was monster money. All they did is give it to the shareholders. So, I don't buy the deal that, listen, we still pay a lot of taxes, and I keep pouring money into this company anyway. Do you know what I'm saying? You don't grow, and you put money into companies because you want to grow. And the argument that the economy's not doing good, well, guess what? We're at all-time highs. And companies don't pay 35% anyway. There's so much stuff inside it. Do you know what I'm saying? So, but if I cut to the chase, to answer your question, they're going to get it done. Because
so that's bullish for the stock. And the bottom line is that's bullish for the stock market. It'll be the first, by the way, it'll be the first successful legislative initiative for this new administration.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
And it's because of greed. It's because of when you look back, you had all the conservatives 5 or 10 years ago talking about the deficit. You can't do this, you can't do that for the deficit. You had every CEO talking about you can't do this, you can't do that. Well, guess what? Everyone's zipped their mouth now. So.
Well, yeah, there's a lot of self-interest out there, no question.
That's what life's
there
about,
always
man.
has been, and there always
It's
will
survival of the fittest. We all know that. The sad part, to me, is that all that's going to do is clamp down the amount of control by large corporations, by large entities, and control and power is all about controlling people.
I saw yesterday that they changed the 1031 exchange rule for everything but real estate. Did you see that?
Listen, man, the real estate business, we're going to have it made. Give me a break. You know what I mean?
I have to tell you, real estate, Tom, I bought it. Tommy, your son spent some time with me this summer.
Yes.
My wife and I bought a new house, lovely new house here in Summerlin in Nevada, in Las Vegas. We went to contract on the house in March 2016.
Right.
So we locked in the price. We bought that. We moved into the house in March 2017. And the house is now, if I were to turn around and sell the house, it's 30% more than I paid.
How cool is that? Now,
30%.
It gets heavier than that,
That's
though.
That's insane.
Because it gets heavier, because guess what? If you put a cash on cash amount that you made, it's a lot more than 30%. Yeah, it's a lot more than 30%. I mean, that's
300%.
Yeah. So
300%. And listen, I look at this. First of all, Nevada, Florida, we're different than the rest of the country.
No. Hey, listen, we're lucky because we don't have taxes, right? And
you don't have
the
taxes.
climate is there, right?
No. And there is a mass exodus, Tom, going on from California into Nevada.
Oh, totally.
You can't imagine.
Right, but you could, because, folks, California is gorgeous, okay? But if you have to commute, it's no good. If paying the taxes is no good, so it's like, okay, you get a beautiful place.
With the regulatory environment is no good.
Well,
it's tough. I do some consulting there, believe me.
I understand that, but guess what? That doesn't stop them all from making more money than everyone else in the United States. So that's an argument that.
Right, but the point is, those businesses, not just people are moving. The businesses are moving.
Oh, yeah.
It's not just residential real estate here. It's commercial. It's industrial. It's everything that is booming. There is so much moving across that state border these days. And I venture that you're seeing the same thing from the East Coast and Midwest down to Florida, to the West and East Coast of Florida.
There's no doubt.
Below Orlando. It's amazing.
Oh, yeah. I mean, and it totally makes sense, too. I mean, when I first come down here, it was like, oh, my God, I can't believe it's,
So what you're seeing is mass expansion in certain areas and mass contraction in other areas.
Right.
And that's serious. And this tax bill, if it goes through, it is likely to exacerbate that.
Oh, it will. Well, I think it will because everyone's going to pay. Well, you know what? Thus far, people haven't paid attention to it. I think people in business are paying attention to it. I'm paying attention to it in a huge way because the bottom line is that, pass-through entities are what we have. So it's like, okay, man, where are you going to go with it? Because, I remember, folks, how many people actually went out of business in the last one when Reagan did it. It was great for me. I was just starting off, but I remember how many people actually got taken to the cleaners. So there's going to be winners and losers in the tax bill. That's what they do. That's how it comes out. Do you know what I mean? There's the sectors that win, and what also ends up happening is that whatever the loopholes are, you'll know about the loopholes immediately, but it'll take the IRS 7, 10, 12 years to close them. And the whole world's going to take advantage of the loophole as quick as possible, because that loophole, of course, is a legal loophole. And so
Right.
it's just matters of how your companies are set up and who is paying who and where the domicile is. And the domicile is huge. That's what we're talking about. Why would you have a domicile, in a high tax state?
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
Wow.
We'll see what happens.
So do you think the tax bill is going to go through?
I think it will.
Yeah. There we go. So we're going to go to 15,000 in the 150,000 in the Dow.
Not 150,000, maybe 30,000.
Oh my God. Look forward to speaking in 20 minutes.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den, but wondered, what exactly is it? The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of your favorite TFNN shows, plus see all the charts as they happen live during those shows, and have access to all those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days. It will greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Think or Swim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Daryl Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. 877-927-6648. Let's go take a look at AXTA. This is a coding system. They code distribute in the, I believe it's the car business, right? Yeah, automotive transportation business. That closed at $33.87. I believe they bought a few other companies, too. That's trading at $30 right now. Wow. What a ride this thing is. Holy cow, this went from 28 to 34 just a few weeks ago. Okay, so let's see what they have to say. Oh, I see. This is dropping 14% on reports that the merger is not going to go through. Queso Noble said merger talks with the coating systems have ended without a deal. Remain focused on strategic options to continue to develop our business. Bottom line is that that deal is not going to go through. We take a look at the, J. Crew is not public anymore, but let's see what they have to say. J. Crew posted another sales decline in the latest quarter, raising fresh concerns about the chain's head as it comes into holiday season. Sales plummeted 12% at the New York-based flagship in the third quarter. The company also made progress cutting expenses and boosting margins, but worsening sales picture bring a fresh headache for new chief executives, James Brett. So if you want to see something that's pretty crazy, folks, not crazy, but, you know, James Brett, he was a veteran of Williams-Sonoma. And if you want to go see Williams-Sonoma, this is, you know, of course, the high-end mail order catalog, e-commerce, but also brick and mortar. You know, great store. But guess what? You don't need to pay those large prices anymore for the exact same product. Williams-Sonoma came out with numbers last week, went from 52 to 44. This is a monster move down. We started out at 89, you're at 45. This is hammering a B point, and it's got the volume behind the move. On the monthly, you've done 42 million thus far. Your swing point is 43 million. Excuse me, folks. So it looks like that wants to bust it with volume, get somewhere into the 27 area. So there's going to be a few problems in paradise out there inside that market. Bitcoin went to the moon. Well, still going to the moon, actually. We go take a look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin out here today. 1 second. Oh, actually, let me look at this one. I pulled this up by mistake. So this is No. Oh, that's not Bit Auto. No, that's not it. Okay. So Bitcoin is trading 81.71. It got to 83.74. 6 trading days ago, it had a low of 5,600. If you want to see something really bizarre, July 17th, it was at $1,852. It doesn't even seem comprehensible. We'll see where it goes. You know, one of the token companies out here today, they lost 31 million inside one of the wallets. Tesla's blowing through $8,000 every minute. This is a cool story. I read this last time, but just I'll recap it quick because this is pretty intense. So Tesla is burning through 8,000 every minute amid its Model 3 woes. Now, that's $480,000 an hour. And that is saying that Tesla is going to get out of cash August 6th at 2:17 a.m. New York time. Let's go to Paul in San Jose. Hey, Paul, what's going on, brother?
Hey, Tom, how you doing, man?
Doing great, man. Yourself?
I'm doing wonderful. Thanks for asking. I appreciate you taking my call.
Absolutely, man.
I was listening to the show. I listen every day. I've been looking at this Bitcoin. I trade the Bitcoin a lot.
I know
you were talking to... Yeah. I'm looking at it right now. I wish I could short it because, honestly, from that high of 7,800 down to the low, I went long at 58. I'm out now, but it's almost at a 1.27 expansion of that whole move.
Yep.
So these things trade really clean off the Fibonacci. I noticed that a lot.
That's pretty cool. Well, you're going to be able to trade them in a few months on the CME. So
I'm looking forward to it. Hey, Tom, my question is in regards to the tax code. I live here in California. I run my trade. I have a small business, and I run my trading through the business.
Yep.
It is through an S corp. I know you've been talking about it a lot on how the flow-through income, may help corporations. I was wondering if you could lead me in the right direction on to where I could do some more research to find out how this is going to apply to S corps versus LLCs, and maybe have a professional, if you can. I know you guys are super busy over there, but someone come on that could kind of like break this down for everybody?
No, we're good. Me and Tommy talked about this morning. We're going to do that. I happen to understand the flow-throughs really well and the C-Corps in a big way because I've had them for 35 years. And what happens, folks, is that it is important to understand what flows to where. So we're going to see what's actually published so that we can at least get some of the facts and walk people through to see how it is. Because one of the first ones that came across, and this was the first day that the actual bill was coming across, and this had to do with the mortgage interest and all this, right? The writing off. I knew right off the bat, well, all everyone has to do is make an LLC instead of owning it personally, and guess what? You can write everything off. This is what's so crazy about the bill. Do you know what I mean? But they're figuring people aren't going to do the work. So, that's still in there. The bottom line, if they fight about this, about the mortgage, the amount that you can write off, well, guess what? You can do the LLC, own it in the LLC. It's still going to flow through to you, but guess what? The LLC is going to write the whole thing off, and it comes in. So, yeah, no, because I think that it's really important for all of us. So, 2 to 3 weeks, when we see what is really there, we will do that for sure. Because it's great for all of us, because we're doing the studying anyway.
I really appreciate it. That would be great, and I'll call in that day. I'll probably have some more questions. One other thing, going back to the Bitcoin real quick and people's wallets getting stolen. I know that this is really new to probably a lot of the Tiger family here, but I've been in the cryptos now for a while.
Right.
So if you research, you could take your Bitcoin offline and hold them just like you would hold your physical gold and silver, completely off the internet in an offline wallet.
Okay.
That you could put in your safe, your safe or whatever, and no one could steal them from you. So even if the internet did go down, once the internet went back up, you would be able to load it right back on there. One of the hardware wallets that I use is called the Nano S. I'm not associated with them in any sort of way, but it just gives someone could take a look at it and see if that might work for them to secure their crypto.
Now, in that case, you got to make sure you don't lose your Nano S, right? Is it?
You better not lose your Nano S.
Okay, so that'll be the same with gold or anything else. So you don't want to lose your cash, right? So that's not a big deal. Man, that is cool. Here, just stay right there for a second, all right?
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Awesome. 877-927-6648. Stay right there, folks. We're going to come back. We're going to talk a little bit more Bitcoin with our man Paul from San Jose, California. Come right back, folks.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters. David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today. With over $56 million in cash and over $66 million in working capital, Great Panther Silver is positioned as a company with a solid foundation and poised for growth. While completely unhedged to the price of silver, Great Panther retains 100% ownership in 2 producing mines in Mexico, which is the top silver producing country in the world, along with future potential production in Peru. Great Panther is highly leveraged to the price of silver, and after a great year of performance in 2016, Great Panther Silver has a strong outlook for 2017 as well. With good liquidity in trading and strong fundamentals on the balance sheet, while remaining completely unhedged to the price of gold and silver, now is a perfect time to take a closer look at this equity. If you'd like to find out more about Great Panther Silver, then go to greatpanther.com or check them out on the NYSE market, symbol GPL, or the TSX, symbol GPR.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. We're talking with Paul from San Jose, and we're talking about Bitcoin. So, hey, the way that you store it, right? Is it like a little disc? I mean, just like a little clip, just like a hard drive?
Yeah, exactly. Just like a thumb drive.
Okay. Okay, cool. Right.
So you could store as much as you want on there, and you're good to go. But it is very important that you got to keep, the keys to that wallet. You got to know exactly where it's at, because once it's gone, it's gone.
It's gone, exactly. Right. And so then you'd put the key back into a computer, and bottom line, and you're in business again, right?
Then you're right in business. You could load them back up to an exchange. I like to use GDAX and Bittrex.
Okay.
Do my trading right now, but once they're on the bigger exchanges, I'm going to switch over in a heartbeat, because I don't like leaving a lot of money on those exchanges, because it's the wild, wild west. I'm just
exactly.
I'm just going with it.
Well, it's going to be, folks, what's going to happen is that the CME is going to be trading futures and that's, I suspect that's one of the main reasons that we've seen Bitcoin moving so dramatically, too. Because guess what? Once you trade on the CME, man, you're in. That's...
Hey, Tom, let me ask you this. Do you really think a lot of these old school gold bugs they're all going to shortly try to switch over to Bitcoin? To me, it seems like, I don't know.
I don't, I think there's a huge difference, and I'd have to drag me along a huge amount from there. But what I've seen is that, and I've said this many times, is that if you are into Armageddon, guess what? You need some M16s. You don't need gold. You don't need anything else. Because if we ever go down that route, and so they're in a different camp. They think that, you can do that, and I'm just not in that camp, man. Because I'm in the camp, if there's ever that, I don't think we're ever going to have that type of chaos. But if we did, guess what? Gold's not even going to matter. All that's going to matter is, who has the food,
Yes, yeah.
Cooking, brother.
All right, have a good one. Thank you so much.
Have a great one, man.
Talk to you guys soon.
Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. And whatever you want in life, folks, visualize it, step into it, take ownership of it, and fly with it. Everything you need is right inside you, folks. Have a blast with it. Stay right there. I'm Mr. Andy Hicks coming up for next. If you listen to your car radio, go to TFNN.com. Cell phone, hit Tiger TV. Go get them, folks.
Grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Techno-Mental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Techno-Mental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Techno-Mental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.